What's good, everybody? It's your boy Server 45. Happy St. Patrick's Day. This is the Final Four Sports program. And like always, I can't do this by myself. I have all these great sports almanacs. Some of us are celebrating St. Patrick's Days. It's just another day, but it is okay. Every day is like Juneteenth to me. But at the same time, here we go. Let's start off Final Four. We got Dre. We got Philly Goes to Hollywood. We got Joe Wolfgang. How's everybody feeling today? We got some more NFL news. We got the World Baseball Classic ending in, not USA's favor. And we have all kinds of other stuff, big trades. How you guys feeling? You guys feeling the energy? You guys want me to turn the
Yeah,
light on? Look
man.
at that. Make everybody at
Hey,
home
it's the party.
turn their fucking podcast off. All right. Anyways, how you guys feeling? Joe, how you feel?
I think the trades that happened in the last 24 to 48 hours have been interesting. It's going to lead somewhere. I know that, and I just don't know where.
What's going to lead
And I
somewhere?
think the trades, because you guys were heavy in talks with us about getting AJ, and all of a sudden you pick up Jalen Waddle, and then we pick up Hollywood Brown right behind it, like it was no problem.
Right. So you're
And
saying the Broncos and Eagles are going to do something, or like what?
no, I think you guys backed away. I think the risk was
So you think us getting Waddle?
better.
You think
Yeah.
us getting Waddle is like, okay, we're not going to get Brown, so we'll just get Waddle.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Philly Goes to Hollywood. Dior, what you think?
Hey, man. I mean, it's been a very interesting, not just week, but 2 weeks. Last week I was not here, so it's good to be back. A lot of stuff has happened, trade wise, free agency wise, the whole nine. I think amongst the biggest news is what we just mentioned, Jalen Waddle, popping his little ass over to Denver, man. And I think that's I think
That's the fucking that should be the fucking hot Sports Center fucking headline right there. Jalen pops his little ass to fucking Denver. That's funny.
He waddles his ass.
Yeah, he waddles.
He waddles his ass over to Denver.
Waddle.
Listen, man, the Dolphins, I wouldn't say, I think the Broncos make out like a fat cat on that one. The Dolphins, I don't think they make out too bad. I think it's weird to have gotten Malik Willis just
they do make out bad. You know how much fucking shit they're paying? They're paying more to people who aren't playing on their team. Then
is that the biggest dead cap in history?
Yes,
it's $165 million in dead cap.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's not. I know. I'm trying to be devil's advocate. The point is, they can hit the draft. They get I think they have an 11th round pick. The 11th pick of the first round this year. So you hit the draft. You could get a good receiver in there somewhere. You could start developing players and stuff. So I think that they'll be. I don't know. They'll be sustainable, maybe, but their cap space is.
You're really devil's advocate.
You better start if you're a Miami Dolphins fan, you can take it from the Sixers book and try to trust the process.
Dre, what do you think of some of the, not just the Waddle, but just overall with the NFL moves and stuff you've been seeing?
So I've only seen a couple. I haven't seen a lot. What did you guys send for the Waddle trade? Was it a first and a fourth?
Yeah, our first is a 30th pick, though. It's like a first, third, and a fourth.
It's first, third, and a fourth, plus more
all 30th
overall
picks of them all. Yeah.
That's why I say
we have shitty picks. Like,
no, but I think that I think that they are full reset mode, and that's why I say what I say. Yeah, their cat space is a little fucked
Miami,
up, but they're full reset mode, and I think that that's going to take going and getting some players out of draft, developing them. I don't know why Malik Willis is like. I don't think that's going to be necessarily their answer, but I don't know. We'll see how it works.
Really, to me, I don't really think you needed to send a first round pick for him.
It's a 30th pick, though. It's not like a first.
I know,
like,
but
I
still don't think his value.
That's like low. That's like a low two at the point.
Yeah,
but I don't think value's that high,
but now they get an 11th and a 30th though. You know what I'm saying?
But what I'm saying is that that means his value's that high as a player.
that's not really. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it's just the first round part of it sounds good, but it's a 30th pick in the first
You know
round.
what? Server.
So it's like
fuck
I
what
mean,
we
if
Eagles.
anything, I would have sent like a second and a third, not
that's
like
like a second though. A 30th pick is like a second.
you still can get a great player at the 30th pick. We got Jahad
Bro, you could
Campbell
get
at
a
the
great
30th pick
player
last
in the
year.
sixth round. What did Tom Brady fucking get drafted
He went
in?
99th. He was
Yeah.
99th
It's
pick
really
overall.
never about like how good the player is. I think it's more about like what specific teams see at that point in time for what their needs are, and that's really what it comes down to.
And look at it like this. Look at what the Broncos need and look at where our picks are at. We don't need a quarterback. We don't need a running back like that. Like getting a good receiver and giving up some of our picks, which are just like a bottom of the barrel type picks. Like it's perfect scenario for us. We're getting a really good receiver that's going to make Bo Nix better. And then alongside Cortland Sutton and everyone else that we have fucking Mims and Franklin and so many people
let me ask you, Server. Number one, how do you we've talked about how we feel about about having Waddle on your team. How do you feel about it? And number two, do you think now Cortland Sutton goes to 2 and Waddle goes to 1, or do you think it stays?
I think Waddle. I think Waddle will be 1 just off the fact that there's going to be more attention on him. Sutton's always been our 1, but I think because we got a new guy who's very fast, he's younger, a few years younger than Sutton. I think that he's going to be more of the focal point. And I think that's going to make Sutton have a better year because he's going to get more looks than, it's almost like Waddle will be like a decoy for us in a sense. Then we got Franklin, then we got Mims. Like we have so many other weapons.
Are you forgetting about Lil Jordan?
No, we got little Jordan Humphrey. We got little Jordan Humphrey. And if fucking Ingram could fucking, be a great, blocking, catching tight end, we got something. There's, who knows? But we have a lot of weapons. So I mean, I'm happy. I'm happy we did something. It's better than us, not doing anything at all and then just using those shitty picks in the draft.
I mean, you re-signed JK, right?
Whatever.
You guys re-signed JK.
We re-signed a lot of our players. The only part that bothered me was us getting rid of Greenlaw, which we talked about last week.
That,
so
what I'll say about it is the fact that you guys know that Jalen Waddle balled out on the Miami Dolphins with a trash ass Tua Tagovailoa.
Yeah.
So Bo Nix, it's eons better than that nigga, and I think that he'll flourish there.
Yeah, I think if he can get 900, 1,000 yards in Miami with what they were doing, imagine what he's going to do with this Denver offense. It's not like we have a high-powered offense, which something was said many weeks ago, but I feel like we, it's going to make us a little bit better. But I'm happier that we have a guy like Waddle to make Bo Nix better. Like that's the thing that I like. It's people that will make everybody else better and make our team just, one of the top teams in the league, without a doubt. You know what I mean? Like it's no one's going to say, oh, we're going to be worse. Barring injury, we're going to be where we were last year.
Yeah.
Defense is still good. Offense is better. We just need, Harvey to do a little bit better, second year. Hopefully he kind of learns a little bit more from Dobbins. Dobbins stays healthy. So, outside of that, I mean, where do you see, let's just go with the Eagles. Where do you guys see you guys going in the draft now, which it seems like free agency is kind of going to be winding down a little bit. A lot of the moves have been made. So where do you guys see yourself, in the draft? I know Joe's probably asking ChatGPT right now on his phone, what are the Eagles, looking at in the draft? But we'll go with, Dior. Where do you see the Eagles going in the draft now? What are your needs in the draft for the Eagles?
Well, so I definitely feel like if we can't get something done before the end of the offseason with any type of edge rusher, we probably go that way. Something to strengthen the defense up. I see us in the later rounds possibly drafting a quarterback. I know that alarms some people. I don't think it's because of lack of trust in Jalen Hurts. I just think that Howie wants to keep that quarterback factory running as long as possible. So, I mean, honestly, maybe even going lineman because of the injury concerns like that are always plaguing the Eagles line between Lane Johnson and the Landon Dickerson. A lot of solid. He had to do a lot of the heavy lifting. But I don't see it being like, oh, I don't see us going and drafting a receiver unless like we lose AJ and we just can't get anything else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just see us drafting something that's going to strengthen up the line or like the edge, or maybe, I mean, I would even maybe venture to even say, well, no, because we just got Woolen. So, I mean, I was going to say maybe someone in the secondary, but maybe even the safety. I'm not sure, but you know, something like that.
Joe, what do you think? What do you think the Eagles' needs are?
Offensive tackle, definitely, because they're getting older. They're taking on a lot of things. Obviously, edge rusher with what's going on with the edge rusher. We just gave up Jalen Phillips, and that's easy. But the other one,
reading? What are you reading?
I hate him. I look at the server's fucking face, bro.
Because I see Joe. Joe makes me laugh. Yes, I see. Exactly.
I have my notes.
This nigga Googled it, bro. You couldn't just answer the question.
I mean, Google's not going to be wrong. It's going to tell you what their needs are.
Google
Everybody
can be
knows
wrong.
what their needs are.
But nigga, but Joe, you're an Eagles fan. Like you know what we need. Like we're football fans. You don't have to Google it.
Yeah, but the one that I actually question, I actually do question from the Google is a safety.
From the Google.
I like how he says the Google. He sounds like
Google, like an old ass man.
You can tell he's about to hit 40 or 41 or whatever.
Yeah, that's some gray in your beard, Joe.
Did you just turn 40? 42?
42?
42.
Okay. Oh, so you're the Google range. Yeah, that makes sense.
The Google. He's got to get on. You get a fire up.
The Lugal hot tub time machine. This shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
No. Like what it says, its needs are very. It's on point with what we know.
What do you say, Joe? What do you say? That's what I want. I want to know you in your heart as a Philly fan. When you watch the games, the whole season, what do you feel you need? What position? Doesn't have to like add this player needs to be.
So I love defense.
Yeah,
I love defensive mindsets. I think the problem we're gonna have is the risk. Like our front four is strong. And it's always going to be our secondary. I love the pickup we got in corner with Woodland. Woolen. Sorry. Woolen.
I know what you
I love that pickup, but it only complements the outside. I think the inside is where the inside secondary, where our safety is. Who's going to complement Cooper DeJean when they're out there? Like that's the real question at safety. But I think that's where they need to take it. I don't think we need edge rushers like we used to because of how big our front four are and how they bully. I mean, if we go back 2 years to the Super Bowl, we didn't blitz. We didn't blitz at all for 3 quarters, almost 4 quarters. We didn't blitz. It was like 80% not blitz package, and we are getting to Patrick Mahomes. Now teams are getting smarter and they're knowing how to stop.
Yeah, we didn't blitz at all in the Super Bowl, not once.
Yeah. So the thing is that teams are getting smarter. They know how they're stopping Jordan Davis. They know how they're stopping Carter. They know how to, and we will need some form of blitz package. And, you know, Fangio doesn't blitz like that, which is really weird for him, but he has a stout team. And speaking of stout teams, you know, peace out for Jeff Stoutland, who is walking away from the Eagles, but that happened a couple months ago. But it says tight end, and that's where I don't think we need one. I think with re-signing Dallas Goedert, if you pick up a tight end, it needs to be in the late draft and make him a developmental. Doesn't need to be like an all-star studded tight end.
I agree.
But obviously the needs are going to be edge rusher, offensive tackle. You got to protect one. You got to protect Jalen.
I know you know football, nigga. You don't have to fucking Google it, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to get him out of it.
This is way better. This is way better.
I'm trying to get him out of it. You see the difference?
I have my personal opinions. I have my personal opinions. I have my personal opinions, but I'm going with what the honest to God stat needs are.
Okay. No, I mean, listen, I use AI for stats and all that, and I use, but I'm not, AI ain't going to tell me what the fuck
you have to. Here's the thing. You have to remember that this is the thing. Stats are fine, but we're not talking statistics in this conversation. We're talking about what you think your Eagles team needs when he goes to the draft. Stats have nothing to do with it.
Literally. I want a Max Crosby level linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where we're at.
But I don't want Max Crosby.
Dre, you should. I want to talk about Max Crosby real quick, but Dre, you give your opinion first.
Yeah, let's get Dre in here before he fucking falls over and dies.
Damn, I'm like shit, bro. I'm waiting to get caught up and whatnot.
Nah, bro.
No, basically, what do you think the Eagles need in the draft?
Yeah, I was listening when I wait for a second. So for me, I'd be a smart ass and I'd draft a quarterback or a wide receiver first, just to piss off AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts and light a fire under them, just to say, yo, there's somebody in line just in case you want to keep fucking up.
Why would you draft a quarterback though?
You
think that's your need is a quarterback?
Look,
you'll create another Carson Wentz situation.
Look, exactly. They did the same shit to Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz also got us the Super Bowl as well. So you light a fire under their ass. They either improve or they don't, and they're out of here. The next person's in line. But what we really need, I don't know why you guys keep saying edge rushers, and we just lost one edge rusher, and he wasn't even a starter. We need linebackers. We do not have a solid linebacker besides Zach Bond. You can't name me another one because we just lost him to the Raiders. Is he going to be out there every
He's an
play?
Edge rusher.
He's an edge rusher. He's not a linebacker. He's Nolan Smith, basically. Jahad Campbell does what Nolan
Smith's coming back. Nolan Smith's coming back.
Yeah, but most of the linebackers that we get play edge rusher.
We lost Nakobe Dean.
We need a coverage linebacker.
No, but that's why we need. No, to me, that's why we need to get an edge rusher so that we don't have to move that nigga to be an edge rusher. He could play a linebacker, and then we can just, you know what I'm saying, like put anybody under Vic Fangio. And I truly believe that they could be a star.
We don't need edge rushers because we have Jahad Campbell. We can move him and keep him as an edge rusher and start developing Trotter. That's what we have Trotter for.
That's fat. I agree.
You can put him in the middle linebacker, have him play Mike Zach Bond on the outside, and they can run. That's what we need.
Yeah,
I agree with that. You got Rick Woolen and Mitchell on each side, right? You got Cooper in the nickel, and then you got Sidney Brown on safety, and then you got
I don't trust that.
I gotta go.
I do because I don't trust Makuba either. And Marcus Epps ain't proved himself since he left us in the Super Bowl year.
You don't trust Makuba? Why?
No, he gave up so many fucking plays this year. He only had one good game, and that was against the Chiefs. That was the only good game he had.
I don't know. I have to check that, but I don't think that's true. I remember him having a couple plays at least per game when he was playing like at his full potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he was that bad, bro. Makuba, was he really that bad?
At safety, yes.
He got cooked at safety.
He got cooked at safety. Him and Adoree Jackson were like the worst players on our defense.
Yeah, Adoree actually stepped up by the end of the year. He stepped up.
I don't give a fuck.
What do you mean you don't give a fuck? He's
horrible.
He's fucking buns. If I see him in the street,
that's like going. Okay, that's
fine. I'm not. I don't even want him on the team.
That's like getting a D and going.
It's up, bro. I'm fucking.
Who do you punch? Wait, hold on, Dre. Who do you punch first, him or Bret Hart?
You know what, Mr. I'm gonna take a separate route right here. This is actually my biggest op in the world. It's not Bret Hart, and it ain't Adoree Jackson. If I see Jose Altuve in the motherfucking streets, nigga, your ass is grass. I'm whooping your bitch ass, nigga,
you up
forever.
Yeah,
forever.
I'm with you. I'm coming with you. I hate that nigga.
So do you guys?
Short
ass. As a Bronco fan, I feel pretty good about the season coming up. How do you guys feel as Eagle fans at this moment right now? Do you guys feel pretty good? Like you guys are going to be contender? Joe, what do you think? Or do you need to get
we're in the cycle. We're in the cycle. We're in the Nick Sirianni cycle. So we had a first round exit last year. We picked up an OC from the outside, which means we're going to be a Super Bowl this year. So
you're going to be a Super Bowl this year?
We're going to be in the Super Bowl this year. So just understand, you'll see us in the Super Bowl.
Why do you keep going like this?
Because it's a cycle.
Yeah.
Nick Sirianni.
It's a U. You're making a U. You're not even making.
No, I'm going above
circle.
the window.
No, he's doing the Disney Channel, John. He's doing the Disney Channel.
I'm Joe Wolfgang.
I'm Joe
You're
Wolfgang.
watching
This is
Disney Channel.
Got a rat
Joe
in the
Wolfgang.
corner.
You're watching Final Four Sports.
There you go. Dior, how do you feel about the Eagles?
About this. So here's the thing. No, listen, bro. I'm gonna hope and pray that that's the case. I've been hoping and praying in my mind, but realistically speaking,
we're at least repeating the division.
Why do you have to interrupt people when it's? I asked you. No one said a word, and then Dior.
No, he's cool. He just said it.
Because you know why? Because I love Dior. I love Dior so much. Listen, he asked me a question.
No one asked you a question. It was Dior. Was
just said, "Why do I?" And I'm answering you. You asked, "Why do I?" And I'm answering you. I'm answering you.
Jump into this fucking fireplace right now. Just end it all. I'm just gonna jump into
your fireplace. You break your fucking you blew Skidoo right into that fireplace.
I'll have to go back to Walmart and get another one. Fuck that. Anyways, Dior, go ahead. What were you talking about?
So no, basically, realistically speaking, it's difficult because I've been a fan of this team for so long, and I've seen some fucked up shit. I've seen us win a Super Bowl and then go into practically the depths of hell, and then have to climb our way back out. So what I'm praying is that's not the case. What I'm praying is that Joe is correct and that we are going to go back to the Super Bowl next year. But realistically, I feel like we're going to have some struggles. We got AJ Brown. I don't think he's in the best mood. If we don't lose him before the season starts, Jalen Hurts might be a bit of a question mark. He didn't really play great at the last little stretch, really this past year at all. So, we'll have to see how he performs this year. Realistically, as an Eagles fan, I'm not going to make excuses. So we'll have to, and then Nick Sirianni. I mean, we got to see if he's going to be up to par and how this whole Mannion thing is going to work out. And Vic Fangio's leaving probably after next year. So
a few question marks.
The morale might be low.
I mean, you're talking about Jalen Hurts. Let's just ask Jalen Hurts himself. Dre, what do you think, man? How do you feel about your Eagles? You're going to throw a bunch of touchdowns this year or what?
Questions are always nice, but answers are always better.
Yes, Jalen. Thank you.
That's a pretty good Jalen Hurts.
That was a very good one. That was a very good impersonation.
That's a total sports answer too. It's like, well, we got a lot of games left, so we'll see.
And honestly, that's actually the realest answer because it's a good question, but what are we gonna do?
That's like when you're just arguing with your girl. You're just like, you know what? You're right, but what does it mean about being right?
Yeah.
What is right?
I see your point. I see your point, but what are we talking about?
But are you really right if your point was left?
Right. Or left. Is it left or right? Which way are we going here? I'm confused now. Now you confused me. You were arguing. Now you just confused me. Now it's your fault.
I love it.
There you go.
I just escaped.
That's how you that's what they say. Black men don't cheat, right? Anyways. All right. So moving on with a great segue. Speaking of black men, we had some playing some baseball, and we wish we had more on Team USA because if we did, we probably would have won because Team USA lost the WBC. Did anyone watch? Did anyone care? Is this going to be a thing that's going to bother people for the rest of the next 3 years, or what do they do it every 2 years, 3 years?
No, not really.
I'm just waiting.
They should have the Dodgers play everybody. I really don't give a fuck about like world sports, like all-star game type things like that.
World sports all-star games. It's like a baseball Olympics.
Yeah, like
it's like a World Cup.
Like when Team USA facing team whatever. I don't care about that fucking shit. I don't even like this country enough. I like it. I love this country. I'm just kidding.
No, this is fucking. I think he's Puerto Rican. Ice, if you're watching. Puerto Rico's
a part of the United States.
Yours out of here.
Get him out. No, get him out. He's Dominican. He's Dominican.
I am.
These are Dominican dreads.
Yeah, get him out.
I know black, Bobby. I know black.
I definitely wanted to kind of touch on something that I kind of missed talking about.
I know.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, no.
Why did that make you turn into a white girl? Oh. Is something's cooked and cooking? Is that what is,
Well, it kind of, yeah. It's gonna, I'll do cooked and cooking because it's gonna lead into that.
Well, what were you gonna say? Say what you're gonna say.
No. This is perfect. This is perfect. So cooked and cooking this week. I'm gonna go with these NFL trades. Okay. So absolutely cooking. I'm gonna give it up to my boy Server Air 405 and the Denver Broncos because they made an amazing trade. I think Jalen Waddle is gonna absolutely ball out. I think Bo Nix is gonna be able to flourish. I think it's gonna be a win-win, and I think they're gonna be a definite contender, even more than last year. It's gonna be a dangerous team with that defense the way it is, and adding that man. So they're definitely cooking for me. But who's cooked? I don't know who's cooked in the situation, but the Baltimore Ravens or Max Crosby, someone's cooked there because, like, I don't know if they fumbled the bag or what happened there, or if he really is fucking up and, like, they just don't want to let us know that. But it's a very weird situation. I mean, and I mean, if we're in a need for an edge rusher, I would love to have him because his price has definitely dropped, but I want to know what these issues are. So that trade is cooked completely, and I feel like he would have been a great addition to the Baltimore Ravens because he was very productive this past year. I mean, he got injured, but I don't see why that something has to be behind this. So I don't know.
Yeah. And keep in mind for people watching, Dior wasn't on last week. So
I wasn't.
People are like, wait a minute.
I wasn't. I'm sorry.
Did they do it again and it got canceled again?
No, and that's why I'm sorry. Yeah, I had to go back because I wasn't here last week.
You
but
gotta catch up.
What were your guys? Yeah. I mean, I just feel like this was definitely just something weird. And then he told a story how he went to the practice facility or the training facility, and he was like doing all the stuff and getting ready, and he just never met the GM. The GM never came out. And then that was it.
Just hearing what you're saying, it really gets Dre bricked up. I'm sure.
It does. And you know who got me bricked up this week? It is somebody who has to do with football that is very cool with me and very close to me.
Oh,
a hometown hero. You know what I'm saying? From my hometown, Pottstown. My boy Rasul Faison had his pro day at South Carolina today. Ran a 4.40, running back in the draft. Looking to see like third, fourth round. Hopefully my boy gets drafted. He had a crazy pro day today. I was watching that. Everybody from the town was there and whatnot. So yeah, that got me bricked up.
Okay, that's what's up.
A little personal brick.
Yeah, that's my man. I grew up with him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a personal brick.
That's numbers. That's numbers I used to have in high school. You know
what I'm saying?
Oh, but it was really only 20 yards. I rode a 4.20. So Joe, right now, I know you're looking up AI and looking up stats, and I'm sure that there's so many things you want to talk about. But one thing I want to talk about is next to the Super Bowl, my favorite sporting event, March Madness. I love March Madness.
Not World Cup?
No, it's not World Cup. No, it's March Madness. I love it. We all did our picks, and I just looked right now. Dre hasn't completed his picks for his Final Four, but I'm not really concerned about anyone stealing our picks or anything like that. And he could talk about who his Final Four is after us. So I'm going to go with you, Joe, first. Who is your Final Four, and who do you have winning in our group? Because we have a group. Obviously, it'd be weird that we didn't do a Final Four when we're literally titled Final Four. Last year, shout out Bray. Bray won. So we're trying it this year again. We're going to see who wins, have all the bragging rights. We're going to go over our Final Four. And Joe, who you got?
I have a number 1 versus a number 8 and a number 1 versus a number 8.
Would you like to say the name of the school? Because that's the whole
Duke versus Clemson. Duke versus Clemson. Villanova versus Michigan.
Okay.
Wait, I did finish mine.
It's showing in there if It's not. It's not, but it's fine. It doesn't. Maybe it's
I
just.
know what it is. I know what it is.
Yeah. Either way, it's fine. I'm not worried about someone stealing our shit for free. Like it doesn't.
No, mine is the sleeper. I got this. I got the under. I got the.
I actually went the
No,
I
I
went
got
the
the
easy route
Cinderella.
and did a 1-versus-1.
Oh,
So
you got
who-
the super
so-
Cinderella.
Okay, so who's your winner, Joe? In your picks?
I'm going with Duke.
Duke to win it all. Okay. And
Duke to win it all.
Dior, who you got? Final four.
All right, so my final four is going to be number 1 Duke versus number 2 Houston, and then in the West I have number 5 Wisconsin versus number 1 Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So
and then who you got in the finals? What you got?
who I got
who
in
you
the
winning?
finals?
Who you
I got
winning?
Houston versus Wisconsin, with Wisconsin winning it all.
Wow. You'll definitely win the whole thing if that fucking happens. You for sure will win. Dre, what you got?
So I have Duke and Houston in the Final Four,
Okay.
and I have Michigan and BYU in the Final Four.
Wow. Okay.
And in winning the championship, I have BYU beating Duke.
Holy shit. This is gonna
Wow.
be good. This is gonna
We're
be
about
good.
to have a fucking good
All
one,
right.
bro. Let's go.
All right. So mine, I got Michigan State against Florida.
I thought about that.
And then
too.
I got Gonzaga against
I
Michigan.
love Gonzaga.
Then I got Gonzaga against Michigan. And then in the finals, I got Florida Gonzaga and Florida winning it.
I'm pretty sure Florida beat
Again?
Gonzaga in a national championship years ago.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
See, Gonzaga's one of them teams that just like always like really is
And
like pushing
yeah.
that edge, bro.
You know what?
They're
March
gonna
Madness,
blow at any time.
it's always there's a Gonzaga team in there.
Yeah, anytime I see
Gonzaga,
Gonzaga in like March Madness, I always put them to at least the like Sweet 16.
yeah, they got to
Yeah.
go. So I'm
Oh,
going
who did
all
I
in
have?
with them.
I'm cool. I have someone I have Wisconsin beating Gonzaga.
My thing is with March Madness, I love it because the Thursday Friday
BYU beating Gonzaga.
the Thursday Friday is like the best sports ever. You get all the games. It's on all day. I mean, you know, how can you beat that shit? Like, even if you didn't watch college basketball all year, all you have to do is watch March Madness and all the games. It doesn't matter who's playing who. You could study whatever. Like, if you studied and use common sense, the 5 and the 12 usually win all the time. It seems like 5 and 12 in March Madness, like in the brackets. It doesn't matter who's who. The 12 will end up winning. Like, there's so many things that happen. You could be a fucking
So
genius.
you're saying High Point's gonna win?
I actually picked High Point to win.
Yeah. Bro, look at the stats. Ask
But
chat,
then that
yo,
knocks
chat.
off. But so if High Point wins, that breaks fucking Jay's bracket.
It breaks his bracket.
Wait until Thursday. You can see everyone's brackets because they have it locked until the games, and you'll see my fucking picks, bro. I got a lot of 12s winning.
Yeah, I have a few 12s.
You have to. It's happens every year. It may not be all of them, but at least like 1 or 2.
Yeah,
I mean, I have Wisconsin going all the way to the fucking Sweet 16. So
I don't got him going that far.
Oh,
Yeah.
I couldn't change my picks.
well, Wisconsin's a
Nah,
5.
you can't change your
No,
picks.
I got them knocked out.
I'm gonna
first
have a
round.
bunch of picks too. Like in other like not just our group. Our group is this is what we pick.
So
But I'm making other ones 'cause I'm trying to
is
win the
going
money.
to beat St. So Northern Iowa is going to beat St. John's.
What's this?
That could be a
Just tell me
roll.
what the rankings. Who's ranked and
5
who's
and
ranked?
12.
That's
So
12
St.
5.
John's
That's
is 5.
5-12.
Hold on, let me
St.
I'm
John's
gonna
is
tell you
5.
right now in real time. Hold on.
It's the East. That's 5-12 East.
Let me
I
look.
say St. John's is going to win that one because Rick Pitino is actually a pretty good coach.
Let me look.
I've St. John's beaten Iowa, and then I have Kansas beating St. John's.
See, I got St. John's beating Kid.
Kansas St. John's is going to be a good game.
That's going to be a good ass game.
UCLA UConn, if that
I
goes
said the
through,
same
will be-
thing. That one's going to be good.
And you know I'm not a big college basketball guy, but I know college basketball teams.
Bro, I got Idaho beating Houston.
Yeah, you're true.
All right.
Who
Who's
do I got?
5-12 over here?
I got
no.
Troy beating
Texas
Nebraska.
Texas Tech versus Archon. Or
I got
Akron.
McD
Ugh.
And Akron,
beating
Akron,
Nebraska.
Do we Do we have time to go through?
No, we don't. Because we still got other stuff to do.
So you have McNeese beating Vanderbilt.
We got another podcast.
No, I actually picked Vanderbilt to win.
This is behind the curtain. And then, yeah. All right. Anyways, we have a lot of stuff that we could be talking about here, but we have a lot of stuff to do. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of this. And Joe, any final words? What's your final four? Any final words? I'm waiting for the Ayo chat stat of the day. You didn't give us a stat of the day. Where's the Ayo chatted stat of the day?
Nah.
Right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week. Like, comment, subscribe.